So welcome everyone to our working group meeting. Actually, I don't have really much on the agenda. So we're still waiting for new Garden Run C release, but since February, no new release was shipped. I pinged Amelia again. She promised to take care of that some weeks ago. So I hope they get their release pipeline or action, whatever it is now, running again, because this is the only thing that blocks us from a successful noble validation. So the stem cell validation pipeline, it's still red because of this Garden Run C issue. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there are also no news on the CF Linux FS5 stack. I just checked in the morning. There is not even a repository in the Cloud Foundry org for the new FS5 stack. So don't know how far they have come with creating this new stack. But there are good news for the IPv6 story. So on Bosch bootloader, there is a really big pull request being worked on, which touches all the AWS Terraform templates and makes really a lot of adaptations for a dual stack deployment. It's of course still work in progress, but looks quite promising. And I hope with that we can then update our IPv6 validation pipeline. Now this one. No idea yet if this will be compatible or not, or with a feature flag or not. So we will definitely have to change our IPv6 Dobby infrastructure setup configuration somehow to enable this feature. But then, yeah, we are one step further.
Yeah, maybe just some additions or latest updates here. Also, the plan is also to have a config switch here. To switch between the existing IPv4 only stack and to enable then the dual stack. This is one thing. And the colleagues are also in contact currently with the Bosch colleagues. There are still also some enhancements required. And regarding the CATS tests, also we are close to have here first version for the Python app. The plan is that we use existing application and extend them for an egress call. In a first way, we have to call an external IPv6 test URL, an official one that is standard conform. But midterm, we try to be independent from external calls. Also, the target picture should be that we can expose with an existing, for example, Python app that we expose here an IPv6 endpoint that is then called from the same app. That we have the egress and the ingress call in the same app and being independent from calling external IPv6 pages. Because as you know, external pages could change or could be disabled, and so we try to avoid this. But as a first step, we call this external URL just to move a little bit faster forward. Hope this is okay so far. And maybe I can also talk to Milena, who is actually currently implementing this, that we show them the changes in one of the next community meetings.
That would be good. That would be nice. Yeah.
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 Yeah, and there is what I also discussed is if there's an upgrade possibility from the IPv4 only to the dual dual stack, but it's more that we have to recreate them, the bubble ends, and it's not an update. No. So I think we are okay with the separate validation pipeline, but in the future, when everything works with IPv6 and we have our existing bubble environments, we also have to make our mind how we update them, if we update them all or recreate them as dual stack. Maybe we still need at least one for, let's say, backwards compatibility IPv for only. Now, this is something that we have to think about. So, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you have also some ideas. It's not thought through so far, so the first focus is to get it running at all. And I think at a later point in time, when everything is running end to end, then we can think about how we handle the existing bubble environment that we already have.
Yeah, that's I hope they provide a migration path for our existing environments. I mean, it's not a big problem for ours to destroy them and recreate them. There's no persistent state worth preserving. But in the copy pipeline, we have one long-running CF deployment where destruction of the bubble environment would be rather painful. So,
Okay.
yeah, okay, I guess we'll have to wait for the next release and then see how we can proceed here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have checked the PI in detail, Jochen. I think for the egress part, it's just a compatible enhancement. So they enhance this IPv6 CIDR blocks, this IPv6 egress gateway, stuff like this. No? But I think there for the ingress part, they need another load balancer. And there they took, if I understood it correct, another one which is not compatible or just another one compared to what we have with IPv4.
Yes, we need to move away from the classic load balancer to an application load balancer, if I understood correctly. And yes, of course, then if the load balancer changes and yeah, this could be a bit disruptive. Also not sure about the DNS setup, if there will be quad A records now for ingress. I guess we'll have to wait until the pull request is complete and then we can test and bubble up on our test IPv6 environment and see how it works.
Well. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good. The cloud controller, we also started to implement IPv6 enhancements, so for the application security groups. Yeah, let's see when all the pieces fit together. Okay, any other business?
Also not from our side.
Nothing. Okay, good. That's fine then.
You get to head for home early.
Sorry?
You get to head for home early.
Yeah, we also can head home.
End of your day?
Yeah. It's the end of the day for us. Yes, indeed it is.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Then thanks for attending. And
Thank you. We'll see you next time.
see you next time. Yeah. Bye-bye.